What's going on, you guys? What is going on? This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What is going on? Now, listen. Y'all know that BravoCon is going on right now, so there's a lot of tea that's been spilled about the housewives over the weekend for BravoCon. I know that Rodney DeVoice is there. I know that C. Diggy is there. I know that Alexander Rogers is there. You know, just to name a couple of people that I know and love that are there, okay? I think the Brooke Ashley is there. A lot of our favorites are there, okay? And a lot of the times, I be wishing that I could go to BravoCon because I want to lay my eyes on some of these girls. Like, I want to lay my eyes on Drew. I want to lay my eyes on Dr. Wendy. I want to lay my eyes on even Porsha, even the girls that I don't like. I want to lay my eyes on y'all. Although some of y'all might do what Giselle did to damn Brooke and shut the door when I come up to take a damn picture. But it is what it is. It really don't matter. Y'all know I don't give a fuck. I'm very capable of not giving a fuck. But that's just the thing of the things, okay? But anyway, anyhow, let's go ahead and get into what we here to talk about, honey. All right. Now let's start off with the very first story of the day, and that is Miss Sutton. Okay. Now, as you all know, that just not Giselle, we all know that Garcelle walked off from the last reunion that they had, and she was pissed the hell off. And the next thing we knew, that she quit the show. And not only did she quit the show, but she also quit her friendship with Sutton. Now at BravoCon, Sutton had some things to say about Garcelle and how she felt about her exit and her departure, and how that affected her moving forward on the show. So let's go ahead and get into that first. And of course, when she's done, I'm coming. Let's get into it.
I was surprised that she walked off the set as well. I will say this, I have gotten to know these women so much better, and I've really enjoyed it and feel really bonded now in a way that I didn't feel before. So in a way, it's kind of a blessing for me.
Another change up in your
So that was Sutton talking about Garcelle leaving the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and how it was kind of a blessing for her to actually leave the show, because she was able to get to know the women on another level that she didn't get to know them on when Garcelle was on the show. I find it to be very effed up. Okay. I find it to be very effed up because a lot of the drama that Garcelle got herself into was drama that she got into because she was defending Sutton and trying to be a ride or die bitch for Sutton. But you got to understand, everybody's just not ride or die for you. And we all have seen, for those of us who watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I've watched it on and off for many, many years. And I even tried to review it this past season and couldn't finish it because the shit is boring. But besides what I think about the show overall, I always felt like Sutton wanted the validation from the other women on the show. Like, she wanted that validation from, what's her name? Kyle. She wanted that validation from Erica Jane. She wanted that validation for Dorit. Like, she wanted validation from all those girls that really didn't see it for her like that. So I just feel like at the end of the day, this is no surprise. I'm not surprised by Sutton at all. But you have to remember, Sutton is her mother's daughter. And we all saw how racist her fucking mama is. So I'm not surprised that this is her response. And I don't really think that she was ever Garcelle's real friend. I think that Garcelle was Sutton's real friend, but I don't really think that Sutton ever meant any good for Garcelle. I think that Sutton only saw Garcelle as her mouthpiece, and that's very unfortunate that that's all she was to her. I just think that that's kind of fucked up, that soon as Garcelle leave the show, now you want to lick ass. And one thing about me, I cannot stand an ass licker, okay? Only if you ass licking for the right reasons. And I ain't talking about for no opportunity. I'm just talking about for some pleasure. This motherfucker licking ass just because she wants to fit in with this damn crowd. And I do not respect the person that wants to fit in with the goddamn crowd as a grown ass woman that's probably in her 50s. So, yeah. Garcelle, don't come back to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We all loved you. That's one of the reasons why some of us, like myself, actually tried to tune into this bullshit of a show that is overhyped like hell, because you was on there. But without you being there, there's really no reason for me to even tune in. So, if really B didn't want to continue on with the whether you like it or not, Beverly Hills edition, they can, but I promise you, I'm not going to be on that. I'm not going to be on board for none of that shit. Okay. So they can do it, but I ain't doing it. So a shout out to Garcelle. Fuck Sutton. I ain't surprised. Let's move on to the next topic of the day. Okay. More housewives. So let's get into Miss Shamea and Kelli Farrell. Okay. Now they was at BravoCon and they were asked about Britt Edie, but they were also asked about Drew and K Michelle. Now we're gonna start it off with what they was asked about when it came down to Britt. Let's get into that. I'm not sure if I can put this on the screen because I don't want to get on copyright strike. So I'm just gonna play it like this. Let's get into it. Coming from Access Hollywood.
Who'd you say?
This season we don't have Brittany. How is not filming with her?
Amazing. I think we're doing just fine. I think she was needed. Who was that again? Who y'all are even talking about?
You guys are tamales.
Okay, so that was Shamea and Britt basically being asked how did they feel about how did they feel about Britt not being on the show this season? And to be quite honest, they don't give a fuck about her not being on the show. And to be honest, I don't give a fuck about her not being on the show if you really want me to be real. I mean, she had the potential to be, the Real Housewives of Atlanta's new villain in this new era. She had, the ability to be the baby king if she really wanted to, but she played the victim a lot. And she is still playing the victim by trying to do this little lawsuit and all of this other shit that she was trying to do. And don't nobody got time for Britt. She was not built for this damn Real Housewives of Atlanta shit. And I'm perfectly fine without her being there. Honestly, I'm fine with her. I'm fine when I hear that nasally voice and that Mucinex bullshit she got in her damn nostrils. I'm glad that I ain't got to hear that shit. I'm so happy I ain't got to hear that shit, okay? And that's just the truth of the matter. I ain't got to hear it. I don't give a fuck. That's just the truth of the matter. But yeah, that's all they really had to say about Britt. They don't give a fuck about her not being on the show. And everybody want to get mad at Shamea for throwing shade at at Britt when Britt was just throwing shade at her in her damn hot tub with her gay ass husband. But whatever. They were also asked about Drew. Now, I didn't include Drew in this picture, but however, since we're still talking about Shamea and Shamea and Kelli, let's get into that. Now, they were asked about this alleged beef that K Michelle and Drew Sidora have, and they asked her, who do they think is the better singer? Let's get into it.
Is that there have been some tension between the cast with K Michelle and Drew. Now I gotta know. They said it started because one person thought they were a better singer than the other. If you had to choose between Drew and K Michelle, who would you say is the better singer?
Well, I mean, who is at the award shows? Well, I think Kay's at CMAs. Did you see it? Did you see it? I saw it. I saw her singing at the CMAs. It doesn't include the national anthem. But I will say, I can't confirm or deny whether or not Kay Michelle was a part of our cast. But if she was, I would say absolutely Kimberly Michelle. Hello. And yeah. That was an easy one. But you should have gave me that one. Hell, I gave her the other one.
Okay. Now we've heard some rumors that there have been some tension between the cast with K Michelle and Drew.
Now let's be clear here. I love K Michelle and I love me some Drew. So if they are into it, that is going to be very hard for me because y'all know I was riding hard for Drew, but y'all do know that I ride even harder for K Michelle because y'all know that K is my girl. I done met K several times already. Y'all know this already. I met her many times. Okay. And that's my girl. I love me some K now. Can't nobody come for K in my presence. Nobody can. I don't give a fuck who you are. You cannot come for K. Even my baby brother knows you can't come for K in my damn presence. Okay, I'm just being for real. However, though, it's K Michelle is the better singer. We're going to keep it 100 now. She is the better singer when it comes down to her and Drew. She definitely is the better singer, y'all. We know that she's the better singer. But Drew ain't half stepping out because Drew can sing her ass off. And not to mention, low key, Drew had one of the best R&B albums to come out this year. Now, y'all can sit up here and try to play her for a filter if y'all fucking want to. But that girl can sing and she makes great motherfucking music, okay? She definitely does. So shout out to goddamn Drew Sidora. I don't give a damn. Shout out to Drew. She's doing her motherfucking thug fizzle, okay? But I love K Michelle. I just cannot wait to see this dynamic with K Michelle and the girls this season. I cannot wait to see it because everybody been coming down on K Michelle for being a part of Real Housewives of Atlanta because she was a part of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. But give the girl a chance. Because baby, most people who ain't been watching Real Housewives of Atlanta in a couple of years are saying that they're gonna watch because K is on there. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see, okay? Now let's go ahead and move on to the next story, and that is Andy Cohen. Okay. Now, Andy Cohen was at BravoCon, and he pretty much revealed who was on the cast without revealing who's on the cast, as if we did not know. But they say it was accidental. Who believes that? Who believes that shit was accidental? Because I don't believe that it was. He knew what the fuck he was doing. You at BravoCon. Why wouldn't you announce who the cast is? Ain't this what y'all do there? But anyway, he was talking to the neighborhood talk, y'all. And this is what this nigga had to say. Let's get into it.
Who's my favorite Atlanta housewife? Porsha, Kelli, Shamea, Angela, Phaedra, K. Michelle, and Angel, and Pinky.
So K Michelle is on the show.
I don't know. Did I just confirm that? I gotta go.
Now, I really do believe that Andy was on some happy pills or something like that, and he was lit the fuck up because, baby, he was definitely lit the fuck up in this damn situation. He definitely was. But yes, he basically confirmed what we already knew, and that is Kate Michelle and Pinky Cole are definitely the brand new housewives of the season. We already know that. And honestly, we didn't need him to confirm it. Like, we didn't seen the videos of them filming together. We've seen the pictures of them filming together. And a lot of us are excited about it. There's a couple of people who are not. And I ain't one of them damn people. But, you know, I must say that I am very excited. But, you know, ever since, you know, the season been filming and ever since we all found out that K. Michelle is on this season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, y'all know where I stand with that. Y'all already know how I feel about it. Y'all know that I don't give a damn how the rest of the people feel about it. Y'all know that I'm here for the bullshit, okay? So, y'all can keep y'all think pieces in the comments. You know, there's a certain somebody that come up in my comments anytime this topic is mentioned about K Michelle. They always come in calling me an ass kisser, always coming in, oh, you being biased, you a bitch ass nigga. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how you feel about what I feel about K Michelle being on this cast. Okay, anybody who been watching me for years, y'all know that this is my girl, so I'm gonna always step and be Team K every single time. So very excited, very happy. I'm glad that Andy finally confirmed it, although we already knew it. And I can't wait to see what my girl brings. I cannot wait to see what my girl brings. But what I do know, what I know of Kay as a reality personality is that Kay is gonna make you laugh and Kay is gonna give you some drama. Okay, so she got it all, and she gonna show you her business and she gonna show you everything. So shout out to Miss K. I'm very happy. And I can't wait. I already know that this season probably gonna drop like at the beginning of 2026, the same way that this last season did. So shout out to Kay and shout out to Andy Cohen. So let's move on to the next. So Miss Porsha Williams. Okay, now she was on the red carpet with Entertainment Tonight, and they pretty much asked her about the new season. They asked her about Shamea, and they asked her about the two newbies, which is K. Michelle and Pinky. She also couldn't confirm if they was on the cast at the time, but she still gave us what we needed to know with the answer. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all.
About the return redo, the second time around.
Right. Okay. Thank God for a second chance. Okay. All right. Yes, ma'am. This season was great. This was a wonderful season. I have to say it was not without drama. Okay. But overall, I feel like I was the most authentic. I was myself. I felt comfortable. I was able to really enjoy the girls, make amends in places that I need to make amends. And I don't know, it was just bomb.
Shamea said this is no longer a friendship, though. Do you agree?
Well, there's other girls on the show. So I enjoyed a lot of the girls on the show. Like, I did. I had a good time.
You got some fresh blood in the mix.
Yes.
I know their names are not out there yet, but how do you rate how they did? Because a lot of rumors are popping out.
They're not confirmed, but I think it's the worst kept secret at this point.
Hey, Michelle and Pinky. I can say
My
it.
boss
You
is
can't.
over there. Yeah. Hold on now.
How would you rate the new blood?
Oh my gosh. They both bring something completely different. They really do. I think what makes a good housewife is a woman who stands on her own, okay, stands firm, 10 toes down on what they say and how they feel. And they're just genuine. They are genuine. And they bring like a whole different energy. So I think you're going to like that. Like, you remember how the old school housewives, each girl had their personality that people could relate to? I think both of these girls do that.
Okay, there's somebody for everybody.
Somebody for everybody, yes indeed.
Alrighty then, y'all. That was Miss Porsha Williams talking about this new cast and talking about the new cast members of this new cast. And I must say, honey, that Porsha is someone that I don't like most of the time, but she's someone that I can appreciate with being on this show, right? And I've always said that if they ever did a reboot to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I felt like Porsha should be the anchor and to usher in the new era of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I'm going to stand firm on what I've been saying for all this time, and that is we need to move forward. No more asking for Nene. No more asking for Kim. No more asking for Kenya. No more asking for Marlo. No more asking for Cynthia. No more, well, Cynthia's there, but no more asking for all these old faces. Let the new era come the fuck in the door. Okay, there's nothing wrong with the new era. Let them come in. Give these newbies a chance. Give K. Michelle a chance. Give Pinky a chance. Give them a chance to really flourish and be on this show. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I need. Let them come in and do what they're supposed to do. Don't be trying to write them off before they get started. I'm ready to see this new season. And when it comes down to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, that was one of the first shows I ever reviewed. And let me tell y'all, I started reviewing the Real Housewives of Atlanta in season 3. Okay, so that should let you know how long I've been covering this shit. So I'm going to always be 10 toes down with RHOA all the time, anytime, any place, always. Okay, so I'm ready to see the season. I see that she did not give Shamea anything. And to be honest, I'm not really mad at that. Although I prefer Shamea over Porsha, I'm not really mad at her not giving Shamea nothing. Like, it's really no need to give her anything, and I feel like she's not going to give her nothing this entire season, pretty much. Okay, so that was pretty much Porsha talking about this new season. So let's go ahead and get into the last story of the day, and that is Miss Wendy and Ashley Darby. Now, you guys do know that they were at BravoCon. They was on this panel for the Real Housewives of Potomac, and we all know that when Wendy went to jail, Ashley had some things to say about her arrest. But now that they're on the Real Housewives of Potomac panel at BravoCon, she wanted to apologize, but it seemed like Wendy wasn't having it. So this is the last story of the day. So let's go ahead and get into that real quick, and then we're going to get up out of here. So let's get into Miss Wendy and Ashley Darby on this panel for the Housewives of Potomac. Let's get into it.
I can admit that I was maybe a little hot in the pants with what I said about Wendy. And when I thought about it later, it wasn't the time or the place. And honestly, I said it lightheartedly, but I realized that this is in no way a lighthearted situation for Wendy. So I do want to say that I'm sorry for how hot I came for Wendy. And I mean it. Over here, babe. Right. I tried to talk to you backstage. You didn't want to talk to me, so I received that. No, and I'm simply saying what I need to say, and I mean it. And you can either take it or not, and I will not. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you think you. Thank you.
I know we got to. Can I say one thing about this? I'm sorry. Because this has been all over social media, and I don't.
No, but I don't think you should defend her.
No, it has nothing to do with her.
Okay, so what you about to say?
I'm about to talk about me.
Okay, talk about yourself.
My favorite subject. So it's been all over social media, like, oh, Giselle and Wendy are friends, but now, based off of what has happened with your allegations, oh, Giselle doesn't need to be friends with her anymore. And I have taken offense to that because I don't know how you feel about it. Because I feel like we have worked hard to get to a better place. And in a real way. And I don't like for the viewers to just assume that because of whatever's going on with Wendy, that I'm just gonna not be friends with her anymore. I think that y'all, I can be shady, but guys, come on, give me a break. And, just like with Karen situation, you know that when one of us goes through a situation, we go through it together. And, I don't feel like with what's going on with you, I just want to say I don't like the fact that the viewers are saying what Giselle's done with Wendy, because I'm not.
All right, y'all.
Okay, there's really no need for me to go into like the shit that Ashley had said originally, but that is what happened. Now, here's my thing with that. Yeah, Ashley apologized and all that other shit, but girl, you knew what you were saying when you said it. So what the fuck you apologizing for? Like, you already knew what it was, and you want to sit up here and say that you sorry. Wendy already know what you give, and you give fraud. You give fake as fuck. You give messy. You already knew what you were doing when you did the shit. So what are you talking about? And if I was Wendy, I wouldn't accept your motherfucking apology either, girl. Like, what's going on here? Like, are you dumb? Are you stupid? You already can't sing. You already fuck old married white. You already fuck old white men for money and for kids and shit. So we already know what you give. You're not real, and that apology wasn't real. And I'm glad that Wendy saw that the shit wasn't real. Now I do feel like, as much as I don't like Giselle, I do think that Giselle's whole plight with this whole situation was definitely genuine. I do believe that she really likes Wendy at this moment. But Ashley was not being real. She fake as fuck, and I'm glad that Wendy saw right through that bullshit. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That's all I really got for this video for today. Make sure you like, rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and also click on the notification bell so you could be notified whenever a video drops, y'all. All right, so before we go, make sure you guys pick up my book. It's now available on Kindle books and Amazon, so make sure you guys go and pick it up. Pre-orders are almost done going out, so be on the lookout for your book in the mail very, very soon. With that being said, y'all, this be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on notification bell so you can be notified when the video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, I am out here until the next video. I'll talk to you guys later for the Braxtons later on tonight. And love and Mary Charlottesville. Bye.
Things I wanna do to you. All the love you try to hide. You want